Hey guys, I'm just trying something new. I just want to make sure that this is all working. Cool. Hey guys, just want to make sure that. Okay, it's looking good. I'm going to start in a minute. So, yeah, I'm streaming live out of Space Cubed on St. George's Terrace. And I thought I'd try something different tonight and just, they got really good internet here and stuff like that. So I am going to do a bit of a presentation on messenger marketing and chatbots. So thanks for all the likes and the hearts. I need to have a look and see. Junior, that's you again. You're awesome because you get the engagement going. So I'm streaming live out of the meetup down at Space Cubed, and I'm just going to be going through the presentation. So yeah, let me get straight into it. Cool. So first of all, this is where we're at. We're at Space Cubed, and this is some information with regard to membership. So I get these premises at a really good rate, and like this meeting room. And part of the deal is they ask that we share these slides just to let people know where we are. So there's a 20% discount for community membership, monthly and annual, by using that code. So if you're interested in getting membership here at RIF, which is part of Space Cubed, there's a discount code there for you. Okay, so what I'm going to be talking to you about is why Facebook Messenger for marketing and why you need to build a bot, and I'll give you a use case example. So the use case example is going to be a review bot. So my name is Hilton Davido, and I believe that targeted, relevant conversations are highly effective in engaging mobile users. So you can find my bot at facebook.com/chatbotsolutions. So I'm part of a new group, part of a group of new opportunity digital marketers you've probably never heard of before. So we're the early adopters of a mega trend in messenger marketing, and we don't rely on email marketing campaigns, landing pages, and opt-in forms. We do things a little bit differently. So we have systems and services and things that we know that can change your marketing results. We do it through what we call the art and the science of conversational marketing. If you asked any seasoned digital marketer, they'll tell you that the results that we're getting in chat marketing or messenger marketing are unheard of. So for example, traditional email marketing campaigns, open rates may be anywhere from 20% to 30%, and click-through rates probably would be less than 5%. With messenger marketing, we're seeing average open rates of 80% or more and click-through rates of up to 40%. So what do? I train people to create amazing chatbots, and even if you've got no programming experience, and I help companies implement messenger marketing strategies. Let me show you my system that I have built. So I've built this system which I call the ICAR system. So the ICAR system, the ICAR stands for Interactive Conversational Autoresponder. So that's just my terminology for a chatbot. So basically, it's an automated way to send a message to a subscriber, and for them to be able to respond and for them to get an automated message back. So the iCast system is powered by Local Marketing Pro. So some of you may know that I'm very involved with Alfredo in producing some really smart, what we call them, money flows, some templates that you can easily install and get up and running, like literally within minutes. I had a conversation with a group member when I was over in Fort Lauderdale, and he told me that he can set up a birthday bot. Once you have all the assets, he said he can set up a birthday bot campaign in 3 minutes. So yeah, that is amazing. I usually tell people that once you get familiar with the whole system, you can set up a campaign. Once you have all your assets, you've got all your images, you know exactly what it is that you need to do, you can plug it all together within 30 minutes. If you're doing a viral giveaway, it's a little bit more complicated and it can take a little bit longer. And also, we're not talking about setting up your integration into Google Sheets or anything like that. We're talking about that is already pre-exists. It's just about switching on a campaign. So it is pretty effective. So why Facebook Messenger? So Facebook Messenger is one of the fastest growing communication platforms with 10.5 million users in Australia and over 1.3 billion monthly active users worldwide. So with 1.3 billion people around the world using Messenger, you know, the app makes it easy to message almost anyone. Okay, so basically we always tell people, businesses, that they need to go where their customers are. So even without being friends on Facebook or having somebody's phone number, you can find people on Messenger and you can send them a message and start to interact with them. Of course, it's not always guaranteed that they will see your message, because those messages are put into a separate folder. But on Messenger, anyone can show their reaction, share photos, videos, send money easily and securely. They can share their location, although that is going to be sunsetted. You can play games and much more. By connecting with friends, it has also become a thriving channel for brands, developers, and consumers to connect with each other and the things that they love. So Messenger is a very popular messaging app, and there's a ton of things that you can do on it. At the moment, Messenger is going through a total revamp, and it's going to become lighter and faster. So there's a few features that they're stripping out, and then there's a whole major development that's going on where in the back end, so from a user point of view, if you have a friend that's using WhatsApp or they prefer to use Instagram direct messaging, if you're using Messenger, you can message those friends of yours that are on different platforms, and vice versa. They will be able to message you. So yeah, that is something that is in development, and I'm not quite sure how far away they are. So there's on the screen some statistics for you for Messenger by the numbers. So I'm not going to read them to you. Here's another interesting one. 1.3 billion people on Messenger. And so my question to you would be, if you're a business, then you need to be showcasing your business on Messenger, where your customers or your prospects can get to see your brand. And this graph here is showing you how in 2015 the Messenger apps such as WhatsApp, Messenger, WeChat, Telegram surpassed the big four social media networking apps like Facebook, Snapchat, etc. So Facebook is one of the fastest growing communication platforms. As I said, like in Australia alone, there's over 10.5 million users, and worldwide 1.3 billion users. So this image here is showing you the relationship between email and Messenger, and so I'll just go through it with you quickly. So traditionally, when marketing your products and services, you would use email software such as MailChimp or ConvertKit to capture, store, and send out email campaigns and newsletters to your clients and prospective clients. However, in today's mobile-reliant society, email is quickly falling behind, but yet it's still very important. Just recently, Facebook have changed some of the terms and conditions with regard to using Messenger to reach people. So email is definitely not going away, but it is a sad fact that the open rates on Messenger are not so good. So let's have a look at a couple of reasons why Facebook Messenger is a better platform to deliver content to your clients and leads. So emails have a lower open rate. So they may have an open rate of 22%, whereas, for example, Facebook Messenger could have an open rate of 80% or even up to 98%, or some people can claim 100%, but that's, of course, not typical. So let me do a calculation for you here. Let's say, for example, I'm going to round numbers off. If you had an email list of 1,000 people and you sent a broadcast or a blast, as it could be called, out to your 1,000 list, you'd probably get, like, let's say 20% opened that. So that'll be like 20 people would open those emails. And if you get even just 5% of those 20 people open those emails, so that would be like one person would not open the email. It's like 20 people out of 1,000, 20 people open the email. But if there's an offer in the email, you probably only land up with about one person clicking through to the offer. If you send out a broadcast on Messenger, and it's a little bit tricky now with broadcasting. You can't do it as easily as we could in the past 3 years. But if you're within a 24-hour time period, if you ran a campaign and within 24 hours you sent out a broadcast with an offer, if you're sending it out to 1,000 people, let's say your open rate is 80%, you're going to reach 800 people out of the 1,000, and then if 10%, or let's say keep it at 5%, if 5% of those people were to open that would be like, this is like on the low end, you'd be getting about 40 people would click through to your offer. So that is a dramatic difference in your conversion when you compare email and Messenger. So I just wanted to share that with you. I do actually have a chatbot that you can run through to experience. You can enter in your list size and what the cost of your product would be, and it can do the calculation for you using Zapier. So if you're interested in having a look at that, just drop a comment below and I will reach out to you and send you the link for that. Hey Paul, how you doing? Cool. So customer satisfaction. So 53% of customers are more likely to shop with a business they can message. 61% of consumers like getting personalized messages from businesses, and 56% of consumers would rather message than call customer service. These are not like amazing statistics, but what we're seeing is that there is a trend. So over time, you will see more people are preferencing using messaging apps rather than making a phone call. So their preference to communicate with a business is definitely moving over to messaging apps. Let's have a look at another slide, for example. So here we can see over a time period between 2014 to 2016 how messaging apps have increased over email. So, why should you care? So the whole point of me doing this presentation is to show you, if you're a business owner, what the benefits are for marketing on Facebook Messenger. So the obvious things that we've covered already, it's a huge market. And then we have what we call email fatigue. So email is still important, I have to stress that, but the open rates are very low compared to Messenger, and messaging apps are preferred over email by every age group except those 45 years or older. Okay, so why do you need to build a bot? Okay, so imagine, I'm going to give you a use case example here. I think in the beginning of this presentation I said I was going to give you an example of a review bot. But I'm going to give you an example of a birthday program. So imagine a restaurant has a birthday program and they want to build their customer base. So I'm going to go and run through a set of slides to show you how you could implement this with Messenger. So first of all, you would create an ad that is advertising a birthday brunch special. So before I get into it, let me just sort of explain what is a bot. So basically, and I did cover this right in the beginning, it's just simply software that lets you communicate with your customers inside of messaging. But now in this video on the right-hand side, it is running through how the chatbot is sending out the message after somebody clicks in from a Facebook ad. So basically what's happening there in that video is somebody has come in from a Facebook ad so the target for the Facebook ad would be to select people that are in the vicinity, like maybe a 1 to 5 kilometer radius around the restaurant, and it will also be selecting people's birthdays that are coming up in the next 7 days. So this reduces your audience. The reason birthday bots are so amazing is because you can set them and forget them because your audience keeps changing. So it is a real evergreen set and forget. So once you've set up your ad, you just get constant flow of new customers coming into, getting the ad would be put in front of a constantly changing audience. And once they see the ad, which is offering people like a BOGO, which is like a buy one, get one free, which is basically you're offering them a free meal as long as they bring somebody with them. So that would be the terms of service. Then the chatbot will deliver the coupon, and it will also provide them with the terms of service. Let's just have a look at the ad. So that's pretty much how the ad is set up. And this would be the graphic for the ad with the destination of send to messenger. So having a birthday this week, and then you put your offer in, and then to claim the offer during the week of your birthday, there would be more text. You would only get 3 lines nowadays. It would be saying that, tap to open in Messenger, and then Messenger would take over. So when when somebody clicks on the ad, the coupon gets delivered in Messenger. So there we have an image of the coupon, and also we have terms and conditions. So in this case, it's simply come in on the week of your birthday. You must bring at least 1 friend, and you must be able to prove it's your birthday. And of course, you need to promise to enjoy yourself. So all the end user has to do is just show that coupon to get their birthday gift. And so as a marketer, we are bringing people into the restaurant to get them to know the restaurant. And so it is up to the restaurant to provide an awesome service and awesome food to keep people coming back. We can actually tie in with setting up a VIP program or different kind of coupons, so that we can get people to continuously come back month after month. So we can send reminders within 24 hours on Messenger. Outside of 24 hours, we can send an email to remind people to use their coupon within the 7 days of their birthday. If they don't respond to the email, we then can automatically set up SMS. So this today on the ManyChat platform can all be managed inside of ManyChat. Previously, we have had to rely on Integromat or Zapier and external platforms for sending SMS and email. So this was announced at the ManyChat conference in Austin last week, and it's an amazing feature. And ManyChat also changed the terminology of messenger marketing to chat marketing, and that's because we are now marketing to people in what they call omni-channel, which is messenger, SMS, and email. Cool. So this is just showing you how you can integrate ManyChat into MailChimp for sending your email. Today, they also have direct integration into ActiveCampaign. So it's a pretty straightforward process. It's really just authorizing your ManyChat account to connect to your MailChimp account. And with ActiveCampaign, it's a very similar process. Of course, I don't have those slides because this is all really new with ActiveCampaign. And ManyChat's not the only platform that provides this functionality. A lot of other platforms do. Here's an example of Bots.social, which also has integrations into email autoresponders. So the really awesome thing about marketing on Messenger is that you can send a trackable, redeemable coupon to a user. So what you see on this screen now is that when people go to a restaurant and they show their coupon on their phone, the server will ask them to redeem the coupon. And when they press redeem coupon, they will be asked how much money they have spent. So basically what this does is it creates a mechanism to allow people to enter in the value of their visit, and that data can be sent over to a spreadsheet, and it can be analyzed. And let me show you the next slide. So here I'm part of the ROI engine, and they have a dashboard that looks similar to that. And you will be able to get your social media stats. So you can see your reach, you can see your net sales, you can see how many people opted into the birthday offer and how many people have redeemed. And then that way, a business owner or as a digital marketing agency, you can show a business owner how much they have spent on a campaign, including setting up the bot and Facebook ads, and how much money that program has generated. Of course, this strategy works better over time because the higher the bigger your messenger list, the higher your opt-in rate is going to be. So it is a numbers game. So in other words, if you have a list of 500 people in Messenger and you send them an offer, and you'd have to be sending that either through email, and then if they don't respond in email, through SMS or retargeting on Facebook ads, the bigger your list, then the bigger your percentage of people that will be opting in. And a really good opt-in rate could be, I've seen opt-in rates of up to 30%. Not opt-in rates, sorry, redemption rates. So I'm now going to go through some bot case studies. So here's one that I did for a client of mine, and her objective was to get people onto her Facebook Live. So she sells product on Facebook Live, and so she wanted to increase her Messenger subscriber list, and then also get those Messenger subscribers to her live. So we would then just, hey Lynn, how you doing? Thanks for watching. She would then be able to message people to come and watch her live when she went live. You can still do that today. There is a tag that we will be able to use. But we will need to change the way we operate a little bit, and we'll have to get people to opt in to a scheduled live. And if they opt into, and that is an event, if they opt into that event, we are allowed to send people a reminder for event, or I think it's called event reminders. So I'll just go back there. So basically, what we did is we implemented a lucky number program where when people came to the Facebook Live, they would be issued a lucky number through a comment to Messenger growth tool. So when people commented on the actual live post, they would be issued a lucky number, and the client would then pick a random winner or a number of winners and give them free products to just for the novelty of it, and to keep them interested in coming back and watching the lives. So that campaign, we increased the subscriber list, and I'm just trying to think if it was this. It was the Messenger subscriber list, yeah. We increased the Messenger subscriber list by 80% just organically. So here is a lead generation example where we got, this is actually from Alfredo, my JV partner at Local Marketing Pro, where they got 127 prospects in 2 weeks using Facebook ads at an ad spend of $32. So that's not a bad result to get 127 prospects. And then the viral giveaway. is typically a organic type of campaign. Of course, you can do an engagement ad for the giveaway. And so here is one for a Mexican restaurant. And in 2 days, there were 232 email phone opt-ins, 7,500 people were reached. There were 1,353 engagements, 152 reactions, 166 comments, and 44 shares. So the way the viral giveaway works is people will come in maybe through a link. They'll then go into Messenger. They'll be registered for the giveaway, and then Messenger bot will kick in, and it will ask the person if they would like to participate in going to the post and leaving a comment. And the comment could be something constructive. That might be, if it was pizza, for example, what's your favorite pizza topping? And then we would also ask them to tag in the post a friend that might be interested in winning the prize. And then they would go back into Messenger. Messenger would then ask them to share the campaign with a friend inside of Messenger itself with what we call a share card. So basically, the chatbot facilitates sharing out the campaign. So another aspect of that is the chatbot will ask the user whether they would like to share the post to their timeline. So all of these activities create engagement, and every time the user participates in sharing the giveaway, they get additional chances at winning the prize, whatever that prize might be. So someone might argue and say, well, why should I share? Because the more I share, the less chance I have of winning. And that's not the case in the way we've set up this viral giveaway, because the more you share, the more opportunity you get to get your name picked. So basically, every time you participate in sharing, you get an additional line entered on a Google Sheet, because at the end of the program, the chatbot and the automation through Integromat will select a random number, and it'll look for that random number on the Google Sheet. And so the more entries you have on the Google Sheet, the higher the chance that you would be picked. So how do you collect Messenger subscribers? I'm just going to cover some growth tools. So I already touched on the comment growth tool. So the comment growth tool is basically, if you create a Facebook post, you can attach, excuse me, let's have a drink here. You can attach a chatbot to a comment, to a Facebook post, so that when somebody comments on the post, they will get a message in Messenger. And so this is a way of building your subscriber list. This is commonly done through just organic Facebook posts. But as I mentioned before, you can actually run engagement ads to increase the engagement and get more subscribers into your chatbot. So that's the first one, is the comment growth tool. Then you can also have this is just another explanation, more deeper explanation of how the comment growth tool works. When people comment on a post, you get a message in Messenger, and then you need to respond with a keyword to get the bot to continue delivering whatever it is that that post said it would deliver. Okay, so we have a landing page. So ManyChat provides a landing page option. So you can use the traditional method of sending people from a link to a landing page, and then the landing page will have a plugin that when people click on the Send to Messenger, that will take them into the chatbot. So notice how Messenger knows who you are without having to log in. So basically, if you're logged into Facebook and your Messenger account is attached to Facebook as opposed to being standalone, then as soon as the Send to Messenger button shows up on a landing page, it knows who you are. Another way to build subscribers is to use a customer chat plugin. So this you can set up on your website, you can set it up on a specific page, or you could set it up on a number of different pages or all pages. And basically it's just another way to encourage people to start a conversation with you. And so a lot of websites will have third-party chat plugins, and so I recommend that you use the Messenger chat plugin so that you can build one subscriber base. So when somebody clicks on the blue Messenger icon, you can customize a message that will pop up and says, "How can we help you?" And then when they click Chat Now, it will engage the chatbot, and people will be able to view a menu or send a message, and the chatbot will respond based on keywords or just a default reply. So another way to build your Messenger subscriber list is to share from inside of Messenger. So that actual share button is going to be sunsetted, but there will still be a built-in, a native way to share an image or a card in Messenger, and the process will be the same. Just on the right-hand side of the image, there will be a little share icon, and you can tap that, and then when you tap that, you can select the contacts that you would like to send that message to. So we implement this strategy inside of the viral giveaway as one of the ways to share the viral giveaway, and of course with the objective of building our Messenger subscriber list. So how businesses can use chatbots. So here's just a few examples. So professional bloggers, so for example, a paleo expert can drip messages and teach people how to eat healthier, then offer their course for a coaching program. So it's all about nurturing your audience for them to get to know, like, and trust you. You provide value to them, and then at some point you can make an offer. And another example is a product. So an athletic company can segment their audience and send tailored running tips and customize their product recommendations to sell the perfect running shoes. So this is the beauty about Messenger chatbots. You can engage with your audience, you can ask questions, and you can identify who they are and what their needs are instantaneously, because it's a two-way channel of communication. You send out a message and you ask a question, and they can respond immediately. And so then through segmentation and tagging, you know. So like, let's say for example, you are offering home renovation, and you're running a contest and you're giving away $1,000 off a home renovation, you can send a message to everybody that entered the contest and say to them, for example, hey, if you won this contest, excuse me, would you be renovating your kitchen, your laundry, or your bathroom? And so based on their response, you can now target those people based on what their needs are. So if they want to be doing a kitchen renovation, then you now know that, and you can then only send, you send the appropriate information to people based on their choices. So this all leads to a higher conversion rate, and that is really, in essence, the beauty about Facebook Messenger marketing, because it becomes very relevant and targeted. So let me see, there was another example there. Service. A business can teach why copywriting is so important, and at the end of the sequence, offer the copywriting services to them. It's all about nurturing your audience, getting them to know, like, and trust you, providing value, and then making an offer. So how do you build a bot? I need some water. How do you build a bot? Okay, so here we go. You can use any of these platforms, Dialogflow, which is Google's, or Facebook's Wit.ai, or IBM Watson, or Louis, or, sorry, not Louis, but Lewis, Microsoft's platform. So some of you are probably thinking, what's he on about? Okay. When you just starting to find out about Facebook Messenger and chatbots, and if you start to Google, you're going to come up with all of these chatbot engines that cover artificial intelligence, which is AI, and natural language processing, which is NLP, and you'll be a little bit overwhelmed because you'll be thinking, why? How do I start here? Like if you were to open up IBM Watson, it would be a huge learning curve. But what I'm sort of going to be illustrating to you here in these slides is that what you want to be really searching for is messenger marketing platforms. So here's some examples of messenger marketing platforms. So we got bots.social, which is based in Brisbane, and we got ManyChat. Another example is Mobile Monkey and Chatfuel. My recommendation and the platform that I use is ManyChat, and I would sometimes use bots.social depending on what a customer needs. So I have a contact over in Brisbane, Mike Hilsden, who can set you up with a chatbot on bots.social. So yeah, those are the two that I would be recommending you to look into. Certainly, I can personally help you on the ManyChat platform. I have been working on that platform for the last 3 years. So that's just the link for bots.social. It's a complete chatbot marketing platform. So it's not just a chatbot builder. It also does, it has its own built-in CRM. It has an invoicing element to it. So it is a complete marketing platform that is ideal for somebody starting up their own digital marketing agency. So that's ManyChat, Mobile Monkey, and Chatfuel. So I got some notes here. Chatfuel was a leader like 3 years ago because they had a lot of functionality with API and stuff like that. Some of the programs or businesses that were running on Chatfuel were TechCrunch, ABC News, brands like KFC, Adidas, and Nestle. Their claim is that they keep things simple, there's no coding required, and you can build a bot without costs getting in the way. And if you were looking for additional features with Chatfuel, the Chatfuel Pro was starting at $30 per month. ManyChat, let me just go back to ManyChat. I don't have the pricing there, but I do know it off by heart. It starts at $10 per month for the first 500 users, and then if you scroll down on the ManyChat.com page, you'll see that there is a sliding scale. So if you've got 1,000 users, it goes up to $15, etc. Okay, now I just want to touch on the Facebook rules, and there's a lot of things that have been changing, and there's going to be some more changes that will be enforced on the 15th of January 2020. But basically, I just want to cover that there are three types of messages. You've got standard messaging, you've got subscription messaging, and you've got sponsored messaging. So standard messaging is any message that you send to a user within 24 hours of them interacting with your chatbot. So it used to be that you had a follow-up message, and in January the follow-up message will go. So standard messaging will only be within 24 hours. So let me explain how this works. If you run a Facebook ad, or if you drop a link somewhere and somebody clicks on the link and they come into Messenger and they start a conversation, for the next 24 hours, those messages that you send is considered a standard message. Standard message, you're allowed to send promotional content. If somebody doesn't interact with your chatbot for, let's say, for example, 23 hours, and then after 23 hours they click a button or they send a message, that resets your standard messaging window. So it's 24 hours after the last interaction. Subscription messaging is actually, it's not going away per se, but the use case for subscription messaging is going to be very, very specific. And right now I just can't think of the specific use for it, but you need to actually go through a process of applying. I can't think of the name of the organization or the whatever that process is called, but you need to be, for example, a CNN, a Fox network. You need to be a proper news company to be able to use Messenger to send messages. So subscription messaging would be you would subscribe to daily news broadcasts, and yeah, so it's before today, in the past 3 years, you could apply for subscription messaging, which would allow you to send messages, non-promotional messages, by the way, to your users, but that is being pulled back, and it's a very, very specific user case now to be able to send subscription messaging. So in effect, unless you're one of these big organizations that has approval to send subscription messaging, it's pretty much for small business it's not available. And then the third acceptable type of message is a sponsored message. So sponsored message will be a promotional message that you can send at any time. And this is another way to get people engaged again with your chatbot, because once you send a sponsored message, sponsored being it's a Facebook ad, you would pay for it, and it's I think it's like 3 cents or something, or $3. Yeah, $3 for 1,000 messages or something like that. Once people have got a sponsored message and they respond to that message, then it automatically brings them back into the standard messaging. So that is just a small little part of the Facebook rules. There are tons of other little rules that I'm not going to go through here, but the message types is one of the most questioned of all the rules. Cool. So if you have any questions, or if you would like to see the birthday demo work for you, or if you would like to get these slides, just scan that QR code, and the link for the birthday demo is https://messenger.re/birthday. And once you get in there, just go, if you do keyword slides, you should get the slides delivered to you as well. Yeah, and you got any questions, just drop them in the comments in this post on the group. Cool, let me see. This took ages. I am surprised it went so long. Cool, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this has given me a really good opportunity to just build up my skills on doing a presentation. Cool. I will catch you guys later. See ya. Bye.